watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good Sunday evening. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 6 o'clock. I'm Ben Dennis. Let's get right to your forecast with the chance for whipping winds and severe weather this evening. Meteorologist Scott Sumner is joining us with a quick breakdown of when we can anticipate Mother Nature on our doorstep.
Yeah, right now the active weather is out towards the north and west in western Maryland. And this is the latest severe thunderstorm warning in effect till 6:30, and it encompasses West Virginia, in Frederick County, and then also portions of western Maryland in portions of Allegheny County. Now again, this is moving pretty quickly here, east-southeast at 47 miles an hour, impacting Paw Paw here at 6:17. So if you're in that area, be careful, hunker down for at least about a half an hour. You can see here our future radar from where that storm is now to where it's going over the next couple of hours. We'll race through Frederick County and parts of Loudoun County and also northern Fairfax County. Speaking of which, moving a little closer towards Loudoun County. Not a severe storm right now, but certainly moving to the east, southeast at 20 miles an hour, which we impact with some moderate to heavy rain and some cloud to ground lightning. Belmont, Broadlands, Lansdowne, Ashburn, and then the Loudoun Valley Estates area straight through till 6:30. We widen out the view. DC now is under, and surrounding counties under a aerial flood watch, watching for additional rain to move in overnight tonight on top of the rain that was already seen early this morning. Could create some flooding problems in and around the area, low-lying areas in the urban region. Our future radar picks up on all this moisture continuing to move closer to the region, with some showers moving through here between 6 and 6:30, with more wet weather coming in around 8 o'clock for DC. Ben, back.
New tonight, Virginia State Police say a driver was killed in a fiery crash on the Capitol Beltway early this morning in Fairfax County. Troopers say they found a sedan on fire on I-495 northbound near Springfield, just south of Braddock Road. They also found a white BMW with damage to the front end. Its driver was sent to the hospital with serious injuries, and they've also been charged with driving while intoxicated. The driver of the sedan has died on scene. The names of the drivers have not been shared. Meantime, another deadly crash happened overnight. In Maryland, Prince George's County police say a car and a motorcycle collided near Greenbelt Road in Glendale. The man on the motorcycle died. The driver of the car was not hurt. Local roads were closed and were disrupting Metro bus service for some time. Well, water main breaks blocked traffic early this morning in the town of Vienna, Virginia. Officials calling the first break significant. They initially closed Kingsley Road around west between Nutley Street and Meadow Lane. Then a second break prompted them to shut down Kingsley Road near Ware Street. Repairs are expected to linger through the night. A 19-year-old man is in custody after 5 people were shot at Virginia State University early yesterday morning. Chesterfield County Police say Cameron Harris is not a student, and they found him hiding in a dorm closet. The victims were reportedly shot near the university's quad, which is outside of the school dorms. We're told only one victim is a student who has been released from the hospital. Another victim is in critical condition. Investigators have not released a possible motive, and they initially said they were looking for several suspects. After this arrest, it's unknown if that remains the case. They haven't said. The shooting happened just as students are preparing to start class tomorrow. Well, we are less than a week away from drivers starting their engines and burning some rubber along Pennsylvania Avenue. The DC Grand Prix kicks off next weekend, and plenty of regular drivers are facing detours downtown well in advance. DC News Now's Dave Laval joins us live along Independence Avenue and 17th Street Southwest. Dave, how are things looking down there?
Well, it's definitely looking like there's going to be a race here, Ben. Right now, this is where the drivers will come out of turn 5, make their way down Independence Avenue to turn 7 and the start-finish line. Well, as you can see right now, you can walk along the race course, but obviously it will close before the race gets underway. And there are other closures you need to know. The National Air and Space Museum is open to the public, but next Saturday and Sunday, only those who have tickets to the races will be allowed to visit it. It's the same story with the National Museum of the American Indian and National Museum of Natural History. Most visitors to the district we talked to are not happy about the limited access to the museums next weekend.
having to get in order to get the ticket in the first place, and then that pre-qualifies you to getting into the museum. I think that just sucks, especially if there's like this amount of space. I guess not bringing out people here would be smart, but I think there should be a way to get into the museum around the race.
All other Smithsonian museums will remain open during their normal hours. Also, be aware of all the road closures around the race course. And just a reminder, you can find everything you need to know regarding closures and other information regarding the Freedom 250 Grand Prix at dcnewsnow.com. We are live in Southwest. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Mean streets of D.C. All right, thanks, Dave. More on which streets will be closed and when. Go to dcnewsnow.com. Just search Grand Prix closures. Well, this week, the Kennedy Center board voted yet again to close for 2 years. The governing body, which is heavily stacked with President Trump's appointees, also approved to put his name back on the building. It was just 3 months ago a federal judge ordered his name to be removed and blocked the Kennedy Center from closing. But Thursday, the board approved additional wording on the building to read restored and renovated by President Donald J. Trump and to rename the plaza for him. Many Democratic lawmakers and local protesters continue to say President Trump does not deserve to have his name on the building.
The court on May 29th was very clear. The Kennedy Center is named for John F. Kennedy and for no one else.
Plainly sucking up to him, and they're afraid of him, and they shouldn't let him do that.
Attorneys for Democratic Congresswoman Joyce Beatty, who originally sued to stop President Trump's renaming efforts, and the Kennedy Center board both have to submit additional documents to court. President Trump has been determined to leave his mark on the district. Changes to the White House, they're expansive, including demolishing the East Wing for the new ballroom, plus plans across the Potomac River for an arch near Arlington National Cemetery, as well as adding his name to landmarks. News Nation correspondent Margaret Chadbourne has more on how the president is now asking the Supreme Court to help him fulfill his vision.
The president is pressing ahead with an ambitious effort to reshape Washington, and now he's asking the Supreme Court to weigh in on his multi-million-dollar White House ballroom project, hoping they will greenlight construction while a legal battle over the structure plays out. At the heart of President Donald Trump's makeover of the nation's capital, a new White House ballroom, reportedly costing as much as $600 million, with the promise it will mostly be footed by private donations. It stands half-finished after the courts halted construction. The Trump administration is asking the Supreme Court to allow work on it to resume, while a legal fight plays out, arguing the delay is creating national security risks.
It's a tremendous military complex, and for 150 years at the White House, we don't have a ballroom.
Two lower courts have ruled against the 90,000-square-foot project, saying Congress must approve demolitions or design changes at the White House.
It's insane, frankly.
Democrats on Capitol Hill are demanding more scrutiny. Senator Jack Reed of Rhode Island is among those asking the Government Accountability Office to investigate the ballroom's funding, cost, and federal oversight. He and other Democratic senators penned a letter to the GAO to find out more about any possible use of taxpayer dollars for the structure, writing, quote, that it all raises serious concerns about transparency, accountability, and stewardship of a national landmark.
Congress has the primary role. He has no authority, I believe, first, to demolish the East Wing, and second, to go ahead and begin constructing without any congressional approval.
The president's renovation efforts are not particularly popular with the American public. A Washington Post Ipsos poll found that nearly 2/3 of voters are either dissatisfied or upset by the ballroom project, as well as changes to the reflecting pool and his proposed arch. Margaret Chadbourne, News Nation, Washington.
Our thanks to Margaret. Well, Metro fans will be able to get another chance to take home some merch just in time for the back-to-school season as well. The Metro U pop-up store is opening tomorrow. You'll be able to shop for WMATA-themed hoodies, backpacks, notebooks, and tote bags. It's over at Metro headquarters, and it's open at several times throughout the week. The last day to shop, September the 4th. Coming up, as we are tracking those storms, we'll ensure that you're getting what you're owed from your insurance company should severe weather hit your home. You're watching DC News Now at 6 o'clock. Scott Sumner is coming back with some of those lingering storm reports. What and when might arrive on our doorstep here in D.C. in just a couple hours. We'll be right back.